met a pretty girl, pretty as could be. I thought she was my baby till she introduced to me a great big tall fella, about 6'4". I shiver and I sure couldn't do anymore, 'cause I'm a lover, not a fighter. Yeah, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Says I'm a lover, not a fighter, and I really built for speed. Think the jet is fast, you ought to see me run. I can travel faster than a bullet from a gun, 'cause I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Said I'm a lover, not a fighter, and I'm really built for speed. I'm built for speed. People say I'm lazy, there's a lot that they don't know. When I'm in the mood, I can't go, 'cause I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Says I'm a lover, not a fighter, man. I'm really built for speed. I'm built for speed. Oh, ta-da. Oh, like a lion, sting like a bee. Sometime I think maybe I got rabbit blood in me, 'cause I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter, and I'm really built for speed. I'm built for speed. I'm built for speed. I'm built for speed.
Started to develop this sound in Boston, certainly. I mean, that's where we were forged. I mean, we knew each other around town, but we weren't really playing music together, and we were too young to think of ourselves as rivals, I suppose. I don't know, but I mean, Boston had such a great blues scene and a great garage scene and a great punk scene, and it was an amalgam of things, but. You know, when you're growing up in Boston, you think Boston's the center of the universe. So you don't really even know where it all comes from, you know. And your friends are collecting records, so you start buying, like, old garage stuff, and you start digging deep back into, you know, bands like The Remains and you know, like J.Geils and bands like that. And so that's kind of part of, I mean, there are many more to mention, but that's top of my head. So you sort of listen to stuff growing up. Maybe it's like older peers or older brothers or whomever, and it's just kind of a Boston sound, although you don't think of it that way at the time. So I think all the blues garage stuff and then the punk stuff was all just part of what I grew up with and how I thought you should be if you were in a band, you know, what you should try to sound like. And then, you know, as you dig deeper, you realize that all the influences that the people you like the most, all those influences come from somewhere, and then you find that if you care, you know, you dig deep and you're like, you know, you see who wrote what, and who's H. Williams. I have no idea. I'm gonna find out, you know, and yeah. So I don't know. It's a road, but that's where it came from. It came from just growing up in Boston and being influenced by all the bands. I don't know what the scene is like in Boston now, but it was so thriving, you know, and you know, WBCN and everything, and it was just a different time. But I didn't realize it at the time how lush and deep it was. You know.
Cataloged all your pictures. I gathered all your pretty things on a train to security. Cold and dark elixir, I mixed you in the sink. It had an insane effect on me. Where are you now? Where are you now? You better run, 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 run. When I heard the tale, I dove into the drink and sustained an injury. You broken-hearted mixer, a killing joke on the brink. Now it's gonna rain profanity. Where are you now? Where are you now? You better run, 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 run. This crackdown is held back by 3 fingers in a line. Assess damage, keep track, don't cry. It's gonna rain profanity. Where are you now? Don't run away. Don't run away. No, don't run.
I think the great thing about being in a band, especially as long as he and I have been playing together, you sort of want to. We've got a really great booking agent. Mongrel Music books us, and we're kind of just earning our place on that roster, which is full of legends, you know. So we're happy to be with them, and you have to these days. If you have to be a really good live band if you want to make a decent living, and you know, you're not going to sell records really, and you're not going to be the hot shit of the day. So like, you just know that that's not the deal. But that's not a place you're coming from anyway. So as a band, you want to be able to adapt to the environment. You know, you want to be able to sit down with just an acoustic guitar and a dobro and little else. And then also, you know, in your soul, you want to rock. So you want to be able to do both, and you have to be able to do both to respond to opportunities that are presented you. If someone's looking for a specific thing, you have to be that thing, you know, and you're not compromising yourself or your music or anything. You're just saying, okay, you know, you want us to be tender, we can be tender, you know. If you want a spanking, we can spank.
Mama used to fill in at the donkey show. She said, "You're half a jackass, I think you should go. You know the pure will kill you if you stay. Send us money from the USA. Take your broken heart to El Norte." Mad hallucinations on the border run. The fire water station in the desert sun. I got run down by a militia guard. The sand drank up his blood, I spit away. Crossed the border in his Chevrolet. Now I miss you, mama. Yeah, I miss you, mama. Yeah, I miss you, mama. You told me I should go. Written on the inside of your mind's eyelid. All you ever said and all you ever did. Lo raza nunca yo estoy aquí. El hermoso dinero para mí. El hermoso dinero para mí. Yeah, I miss you, mama. Yeah, I miss you, mama. Yeah, I miss you, mama. You told me I should go. You told me I should go. I miss you, mama. Yeah, I miss you, mama. Yeah, I miss you, mama. You told me I should go. Oh yeah, I miss you, mama. Yeah, I miss you, mama. Yeah, I miss you, mama. You told me I should go. You told me I should go.
I know what you mean, but I think when you say going back, I think you're talking about a time when a song came out as a single, it meant something. It was the first time people heard that sound, and like Elmore James, first time Elmore James was on the radio, right? They had never heard that before. Those were sounds that had absolutely not been. People didn't know what was making that sound, and what was most important about it is that it wasn't the song. The sound was part of the song. It wasn't what you were, you know, it was the novel part of the song maybe, but you were still there for the melody. You were there for the song, and then, you know, the tasting thing that was happening with the musicians when they were making the sounds happen. And I think that's all I'm really doing, is just trying to complement the song and put things in that maybe, you know, if Elmore was here, he would be playing, you know.
Fast light, slow death, safe for the strife and loneliness. You best get your system down, 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 down. 'Cause I've faded memories of my past life. Here's to my fast life, my slow death. Fast life, slow death. I'd like to change some things, I guess. These things will kill you now, 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 now. And bottle'll be my therapy every last night. So don't shine no flashlight on my slow death. I heard them say in the room as I left, they said it's about time. They said it's about time. Fast light, slow death, safe for the strife and loneliness. You best get your system down, 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 down. 'Cause I've faded memories of my past life. Yeah, here's to my fast life, my slow death, my slow death. My slow, slow, slow. My slow death.
Well, it's the great thing about being in a band with Bosco, and we go way back, and we've been through a lot together, is as a writer, I don't think I even have a genre, really. You know, I mean, folks will say what they say, and I'm grateful that they're even listening and have an opinion and whatever they want to say about us. I mean, we're definitely like a roots rock, alt country, Americana, blah 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 blues, and it's that's part of what's happening now. But what I love as a writer is I'll write a style of a song, and I'm not trying to emulate a style, but I'm writing something, and I'm like, oh, this should sound like this, you know? And then I think about maybe what the guitar could do in this spot. And I know that, and I don't know what it's like to be in another band, but I would imagine that some writers write something and they're like, our guitar player could never pull that off. You know, so they maybe settle. And every time I write something, I can't wait to show Bosco, and I'm like, he could totally do this. Like, it's like, I have this like wacky idea for this part of the song, and he's just like, yeah, okay. And then he's like, and then he becomes like the spaceman. He just like, so it's just really fun. It's really fun to just share a stage with him and have him tear it up. lyrics get lost a little bit when he's being such a virtuoso, extraordinary, silver machine, top-hatted guy. And that's like, I mean, we've been playing together so long. Like, I mean, I love watching what he's doing, you know? And I know that, you know, that the epic nature of a live performance seldom has anything to do with the lyrics. You know, the lyrics are always something that you appreciate later, hopefully. You know, and I know that so many times I've seen a band and love the song, love the melody, love the arrangement, love the breaks, love the vibe of the band, and then I listen to the lyrics and I'm like, ugh, come on, you guys could have tried harder than that, you know? So, I mean, you know, if people listen to the lyrics later, that's cool with me, you know? I mean, I know what I'm singing when I'm singing it, and I couldn't really get behind it if I weren't believing in the words, you know? I mean, the words aren't that important in the sense that I didn't intend them to impact anybody. But when I'm singing them, I'm not embarrassed by a single word, you know? And sometimes, you know, when you have to play for 3 hours, you know, as you do on the road, like maybe you're doing a show where you're the featured act, and that's really great. And then you have to fill in holes on the road where, you know, you need dough to get to the next town. And you do the high-end gig, and that's really great, and that's very artistic. And then you do the next one, and you got to play in some little pub somewhere, which we love too. But you know, you do covers, you know, and you learn from the covers. You do a lot of originals, you do covers, and you'd be surprised. Like it's really hard to find covers to do where you don't hate yourself for doing it, you know. Like you sing some lyrics. Like we've looked at songs. I'm like, God, this song's so badass. We could really kill it. And then I come back to him, and I'm like, I can't sing those words. And so sometimes we change the words, you know. Like, I mean, we don't record it that way, but, you know, it's like, God, if he only sang this, it would have been 10 times better. But, you know, it was a gold record, so who am I to say? But anyway.
Bathe in the unsavory glow, overthrown by microwaves. Come a day, you will be saved, seldom seen. Have you ever wanted to know how to get out of here? Take a road, take a way, take a stream, take a friend. Hold your hands in a circle, you can't get squared away. Hold your hands in a circle. It's not the end of the world, just the end of the day. Rally round the bubble machine. You know the air is clean inside each one. It takes one to no one's gonna stay. So hold your hands in a circle. You can't get squared away. Hold your hands in a circle. It's not the end of the world, just the end of the day. We had it wrong all along. We had it wrong all along. Hold your hands in a circle when you can't get squared away. Hold your hands in a circle.
love this place. Walking into this place is like a dream, right? You said, what amp do you want to use? We have all this beautiful gear here, and, you know, plug into anything you want, and it sounded amazing on stage, so.
I concur wholeheartedly. No, it was great. It was like a lair, you know. I mean, we came down this gravel road in, you know, what is obviously an industrial area, and we felt cool, you know, because like we couldn't really find it, and I don't even want to get into the condition of the pond that's out there, but you know, and then I saw like mosquito control, which is like a business. You know, which is right next to the pond. So I guess just sort of, I don't know if they're like creating the problem. Like, I guess that's how, I guess just sort of, I think they're just, you know, feeding the pond so that they can stay in business. Anyway, the mosquito control. But anyway, so, you know, we're driving down this road, and it's great. It was like something out of Batman. And then you guys were right there, and, you know, pull back the freight door, and it's this lair that could be, it could be in New York, it could be in Boston, it could be in LA. It's just a pro environment, and everybody's so sweet and cool, and well, it's like I said when we were playing, we would play here every week, you know, and live in the green room. You know, if that's still, if the invitation's still there, you know, the way life goes. What I would like for people to come away with when they see us is I want them to feel like they had a really good time, and that they feel like they, I mean, if they paid to get in, I want them to feel like they got their money's worth, and that we respect them as an audience and as a listener. And it's really hard these days where everybody's so distracted, and it's easy to get frustrated as a performer, and you lose focus, and maybe you don't try as hard when you're performing, but we try to just sort of block all that out and just really go for it. And the most satisfying thing is, obviously, if you got the whole crowd on your side, and if you're in a busy pub and everybody starts out not listening, and then by the third song, everybody's turning around and they've stopped talking. Not only that, but they've, you know, put their devices down. Seldom happens, but it has happened a couple times. And that's just a moment that it just kills me, you know. And I mean, the whole room doesn't have to be on our side, but like if you reach a handful of people, and I know the way humans are, you know, you see stuff and maybe you enjoy it, but you don't go up to that person and say anything. So if we play to a room and 10 people come up and they make the effort to say thank you, and that was so great, and what's this song about, and where can I find your stuff, then in my mind, I think, okay, well, 10 people said something to us. So I'm thinking there's probably, you know, maybe them times 4 or 5. So maybe 50 people loved it and didn't come up, because that's not in everybody's nature to say something. So I want them to feel what I hope for every time I go out to see music, is I'll go out sometimes blind, and all I want to do is like it. That's all I want. I just like, okay, I'll pay the money, I'll take a chance, I'll trust somebody's review in a stupid newspaper, and I'll go out and I'll see it, and I'll most of the time I'm like, you gotta be kidding, you know? This isn't at all what you said it was in your article, you know, and I feel ripped off. And I just don't want anybody to feel ripped off when they see us.
I died with money. On the yachting there's no me and shame. I kept my guns on all night long when they read my name. There were those who thought I had a few loose scruples. Still others knew a fiend with bad form. Traded tales of how I'd done them wrong. Was never seen as one, but I died with money. Hey, I died with money. Hey, I died with money. Hey, I died with money. I left the giant fox to root out the witches. I took the elephant ride with King James. Never felt the need to get along. I may not be in flames, but I died with money. Hey, I died with money. Hey, I died with money. Hey, I died with money. I died with money. I died with money. I died with money. Hey, I died with money. Hey, I died with money. Hey, I died with money.